you're watching.
You're always doing stuff like this.
What do you mean? What stuff?
You're always wasting time. I'll be back here next week. Maybe.
Wait, hold on. Maybe? What else do you got going on next week?
Life stuff. Responsibilities.
Oh, come on. Stop being an idiot.
Good night, David.
How about you, Bob? Care to weigh in on the rankings? Oh. I gotta get him back. Okay, this is happening.
Oh.
Hey, Sean, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for doing all that stuff I do and wasting time all the time.
Oh, no, you're fine, man. I overreacted.
Yeah, but seriously, though, I got stuff about myself that I gotta work on.
Right, but I really shouldn't have yelled at you.
I yelled right back at you, it's alright.
No, but I really shouldn't have started it, though. That wasn't good.
Well, I'm just saying, I see where you're coming from.
I have to get better at patience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just,
Yeah.
I forgive you.
I guess we're forgiven.
Oops! Thanks, man. Sorry that I didn't try texting you or anything.
Neither of us made the effort.
Well, we can get better at that.
You're right.
Ooh, hey, I'm in the process of filming at the moment. Would you be interested in joining me?
Totally. What's this one about?
The Upside Down Show is an Australian-American TV show that aired 13 episodes in 2006. This is serious. What makes this property special compared to any other thing I've made videos on is that it's a TV show for little kids. I'm an adult. I've gone to college. Something to note is that the Upside Down Show was actually created by an established comedy act, the duo known as the Umbilical Brothers. Not actually brothers, Shane Dundas and David Collins are known for their surreal physical comedy, often intended for an older audience. Like, there's not much that these guys have done that is suitable for children. But the Upside Down Show is one of those things. Now, this probably sounds like a pretty bad idea just off the get-go, getting like an adult comedy team to write for children. But what I find so fascinating and amazing about the Upside Down Show is that the Umbilical Brothers are all here. Everything that is the Umbilical Brothers is present in the Upside Down Show. It's a successful work of art. It's surreal. It's very funny, and I honestly think it might be the single greatest influence on my own sense of humor. And it's not something where it's like appropriate for kids, but really for the adults to enjoy. No, this is like a perfect kids show. These guys have been working together since the 90s, and they really bring everything to this show, and I just want to appreciate it, and I need everyone else to. So today we'll be looking at what is probably my favorite episode, episode 3, Art Museum. We open on Shane and David in a white void, which is the first of many patterns you'll find in this show. Similar to something like Phineas and Ferb, the Upside Down Show follows a somewhat strict formula of things that need to happen every single episode. Putting restrictions like these on art may sound antithetical to being creative, but you'll find that in most cases, it's actually exactly the opposite. It's sort of like picking a theme when telling a story. Placing a river and a backpack in your story completely unrelated to each other is not going to be very creative. But if you can unify those ideas under one shared theme, such as childhood, well, now you're saying something. You're being creative. You're finding a natural way to connect the ideas you want to say to each other. Where the storyteller's job is to connect every idea in a natural way, the The Upside Down Show needs to find a way to justify each individual episode despite the fact that it follows a similar formula to the one before it. This is a creative challenge, and it's one that I think the Upside Down Show succeeds at. So what are the patterns? The first one naturally comes at the beginning, the cold open. Always taking place in a white void, the cold open is usually just a non sequitur comedy skit. Oftentimes these cold openings will introduce something that comes up later in the episode, but these are mostly just here to be fun. Okay, well, there is one thing. Every single cold open of the Upside Down Show introduces the viewer to something so important to the show.
The remote.
The remote establishes one of the core pillars of the show, in my opinion, the interactivity of it all. And it also happens to be the most powerful weapon in fiction.
3, 2, 1,
This thing is imaginary, okay, so it could technically have infinite buttons. They keep adding more every single episode. Like, most of these don't make any sense as buttons that would actually appear on a TV remote. Like, seriously, the title button doesn't make any sense. The upside down button, when would you need this in real life? When would this ever happen?
Oh, right next to that, the wiggle button.
Pause! That's a Wiggles reference. In the cold open. Man, Australian people are the best. They get to live on Dinosaur Island and it hasn't affected their mental state at all. At the beginning of every episode, the remote is entrusted to the kids at home. And throughout every episode, the boys will request help from the audience by asking them to press a certain button on their remote. It's not uncommon for kids shows of this era to stop the show and talk directly to the audience, but I honestly think the Upside Down Show does it the best. Whenever I was a kid watching shows and they did this stop to ask a question thing, I hated it. I felt like I was being talked down to, and I didn't like that. But in the Upside Down Show, well...
Party games! Party games! Oh, hot potato! Hot potato! Hot potato!
Catch the potato.
Yours! You got it? No.
Not your game.
Another game.
These men are children. Sure, they look like adults, they sound like adults, they live in their own bizarre apartment, but they're buffoons. They're no less childish than any kid watching at home. When Shane and David ask you a question, it doesn't feel like homework. It feels like a friend is asking for your input. This setup is perfect. It's this friendly and approachable way to teach kids about important things, like art. So anyway, we've got the remote now, and it's time to hit the play button.
Just hit the play button.
That was the humongous button.
Come on, guys, David is counting on us. But you see what I mean, right? This thing is dangerous. I really love how this part is shot. It's just some clever camera work, but I feel like it's just out of the ordinary enough to be convincing, while also being understandable and simple enough to get a kid's mind wandering. Like, how did they shoot this scene? Don't worry, guys, I'll get you fixed up.
That's the minute button.
Oops, that's the minute button.
Could you hit the bigger button on your remote?
Bigger!
But whatever you do, don't hit the...
Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Ugh, these buttons are so hard to see. Okay, now we can... I said, now we...
What Shane's trying to say is...
Don't talk with your mouth full. Press play.
You're starting to understand the comedy of the show now, right? It's weird and physical. It's great. We open the show proper on Shane creating a masterpiece. This is magnum opus material for sure.
Whoa! Hold it! Yeah! Ooh! Yeah! Ooh! I'm having an inspiration.
In my opinion, this is pretty much exactly right to the artist's experience. I mean, when you get inspired, you gotta act on it immediately. Who knows when that inspiration's gonna come back?
Oh, it's your best work ever!
Yes, it is, isn't it? It is, yeah.
Something else very important and very accurate is that over the episode, Shane gradually adds more and more detail to his piece. Great art takes time, and also, artists just never know when to stop. David is obviously amazed by the masterpiece, so he suggests that they hang it on the refrigerator.
To the refrigerator! To the refrigerator!
To the refrigerator!
Sadly, though...
Shane? David? You don't have a refrigerator?
Oh, yeah. I should probably explain who that guy is that you just heard. The voice acts as the narrator for the show. He basically guides our two helpless dudes. He's played by Adam Smiley, who has worked on these movies. The voice is mysterious. He's someone that we never actually see. He only exists in sound. According to the Upside Down show Wiki, which is an amazing source, by the way, the voice is presumably human. I don't know, man. As a disembodied voice myself, this guy kinda gives me a creeps. We don't even know his species. You know, for sure. Where they lack a fridge, they have a wall.
There's already a picture on the wall.
Yeah, of a couple of ham sandwiches.
Huh. Maybe the door.
To the door!
This is the best show of all time. There's no contest.
Ta-da!
This is Puppet, the best character. Voiced by Matt McCoy, Puppet lives in the apartment with Shane and David, acting as the pair's sidekick / friend. He generally has a lot more common sense than Shane and David, but he makes up for it by being neurodivergent. In practically every episode, Puppet is getting hyperfixated on some new pursuit, be it artistic or otherwise. He's done a lot of things. Puppet is a director, a singer, a musician, an actor, and an astronaut. He's everything, okay? He may not have any feet, but he certainly has my heart. In this episode, Puppet is practicing his
grand entrance.
Why can't you just enter a room like everybody else?
I'm a puppet. A puppet has to have a really grand entrance.
This is true. Puppets have very high standards. I should know. I've worked with a couple in my time.
See you later, ham sandwiches. Bye.
Besides making increasingly grander entrances, Puppet doesn't have all that much to do in this episode, unfortunately. I'm not crying. I'm just bawling. Oh, but never mind that. Look! It's Mrs. Foyle! Portrayed by the wonderful Amanda Bishop. Mrs. Foyle is probably the most off-the-wall character. Oftentimes she's just fuel to the fire of Shane and David's delusional shenanigans. Just disappears and reappears in random locations, like with no explanation. She's always doing a different job every episode. She's like Larry from Gumball, but I don't know, man. She creeps me out too. I just feel like she's behind all of this somehow. She does carry this tuba around everywhere, though, but that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Mrs. Foyle acknowledges Shane's drawing and is amazed by it, as everyone should be.
Love this drawing.
I think Shane's getting an inspiration.
Yes!
Where would we be without Mrs. Foyle?
What do you think, Mrs. Foyle? What do you think, Mrs. Foyle? Oh.
You can call this the inciting incident of the episode, as Mrs. Foyle introduces the boys to the concept of the art museum, which they of course have zero knowledge about.
What's an art museum?
I don't know. I was going to ask you.
An art museum. Is where people go to
How did she get in? I'm telling you, there's something weird about her. She's got like teleportation or something.
This frame.
Whoa! Perfect!
Just before Mrs. Foyle can tell them where the art museum is, she has to leave.
Where might we find this art museum?
Well, I don't know, but I'm an artist, and an artist is guided by hunches, inspirations, feelings. Nothing more than feelings that can't be explained.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Shane painted this. He knows where art can be found. I mean, come on, did you paint this? Do you know where the art museum is? Just shut up.
My feelings are telling me that the art museum is through that door!
That door!
Yes!
There's something weird about this room.
I seem to be stuck to the floor.
I mean, it's certainly a very sticky room, but maybe that's perfect. I mean, maybe this is the art museum. How else are you going to put all those paintings on the walls? Okay, maybe it's not such a good place.
It's a sticky room.
What is that? Glue?
Mr. Glue?
Can you tell us where the art museum is?
I can't really talk right now. My tongue is stuck to the roof of my mouth.
And he just gets away with that. I mean, you're seeing this, right? He did this.
Toodaloo, Glue!
Toodaloo.
Hey, could you press the unstick button on your remote?
I'm trying. It's not doing anything.
Oh, no.
I think the unstick button is stuck.
Come on, come on! Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah!
Whatever, let's just get out of this dump.
Well, here we are.
Where are we?
Hold on. They went out the same way they came in.
And I'm gonna hang my picture up on this wall.
Oh, that's not a wall, that's my face.
Give me back my picture.
This place just looks like trouble.
You found it?
I found it. Here it is.
I mean,
Don't you think it's
isn't it weird to
strange
build
there'd be
an
an
art
art
museum
museum
where
where
you
you
can't
can't
see
see
any
the
of the
art?
art? Okay, a way out. Maybe the art museum's this way. Oh, that's the couch.
Picture!
You probably gathered that this isn't a normal apartment building, so we should probably talk about it. Shane and David's apartment may as well be its own character, with how much personality and wacky stuff happens in it. These doors never lead the same place twice. Most of these rooms are unfathomable. They can't exist as actual rooms to have. This one goes to the desert. This one goes underwater. This one goes to space! How can this be? How are these doors able to do this? Are they portals? Do they work on some sort of slide mechanism like this graph? I don't think it's necessarily important that we know the inner workings of the apartment, but I am fascinated by it, and I always have been ever since I was a kid. I think leaving it up for interpretation inspires creativity, and in my opinion, that's better than just explaining it.
Hey, Fido. How's my favorite little fly?
This is Fido the Fly, and this is where Fido the Fly lives. Say hello to Fido the Fly. Fido is Shane's pet, and he communicates through buzzing, which Shane translates.
You like my picture? Well,
The Upside Down Show Wiki, my best friend, tells us that Fido the Fly is an imaginary fly. Now I'm gonna have to agree to disagree here, because this fly moves a shelf by himself. Okay, either Fido is real and shredded, or Shane has telekinetic powers. I don't know which one is more likely. Fido is as loyal as any good pet, and I do quite like him. If you want to join the epic Fido fan club, well, it doesn't exist. But there is an episode based all around him. It's called Picnic. Fido actually leads the boys to the closest thing to an actual art museum we've seen all episode. I mean, there's art everywhere.
Shane!
Yes.
He's an artist creating a masterpiece just like those other ones.
He's painting with his fingers.
I'm finger painting.
Finger painting?
Like the cold open and nonsensical rooms, we find our third pattern in this very room. A child. For every episode of the Upside Down Show, you get a corresponding child that ends up teaching Shane and David something new. Oftentimes these kids are way less childish than Shane and David, and they tend to know a lot more too. This talented young man shows us the wonders of finger painting.
What'll they think of next? Toe sketching?
This expands the boy's knowledge of art. He even shows his own color that he invented.
Purple.
Purple? I've never heard of that one.
And how do you make this purple?
Watch. Need a little bit of red, then need a little bit of blue, then you mix it up, then you need a little bit of gold.
Gold!
They really don't get out much, do they? I mean, what can you expect from doors that lead nowhere?
That's how you make purple.
This does seem like the perfect place for Shane's masterpiece, but unfortunately, it's the Museum of Finger Painting.
The Museum of Finger Painting?
Of course, it's just for finger paintings.
Well, could you press the rewind button on the remote so we can go home? We're upside down!
Oh, Shane, your painting looks really interesting this way.
Why don't they fall up? Shane and David return to the main part of the apartment, and Shane is disappointed, to say the least.
It's great to be home.
Yeah, it's great. No, it isn't.
Uh-oh, Shane's despairing.
I couldn't put it in the fog room. I couldn't stick it in the sticky room.
That's real despair, people.
I couldn't put it in the finger painting museum.
We have maximum despair!
Shane, please.
After facing rejection everywhere they've looked, Shane gives up on art and decides to throw his masterpiece away in the stuff closet.
With all of our stuff.
That's crazy talk.
David knows how special this piece is. He is not letting Shane throw it away.
Listen to me very carefully. If you put that painting in the stuff closet, no one will ever see it. Ever. Ever.
I'm sorry. I've made up my mind. I'm going to do it.
You know what?
What?
I'm not going to let you.
Watch this, watch this. This is amazing.
You know what?
Yes?
You're going to have to get past this wall.
Oh, well. There you go.
You're going to have to get past this porcupine.
Porcupine? Hey. Oh. There you go, little.
You are going to have to get past this moat.
Moat? What's a moat?
A moat is a big hole filled with water.
I can swim underwater and I can hold my breath.
In a last-ditch effort, David makes an attempt to save Shane's art by using his own body as a wall.
David! David?
Yes?
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
What's down there?
That's right, Shane. It's the Art Museum.
This title is starting to make a whole lot more sense. This is another pattern for the show. For every episode of the show, the boys will explore the title location with unbridled enthusiasm. Shane and David frantically explore the art museum, appreciating and interacting with all different kinds of artworks. This scene, man, I adore this. The art museum can be maybe a bit sterile, intimidating, boring, to a little kid, but their childlike enthusiasm brings the environment energy, life, and fun. It's kind of a culmination of something that I've been trying to allude to. I don't know if it came through, but this show is autistic. And I mean like neurodivergent to the extreme. Now, I really think this is to the show's credit, and I'll tell you why. The weird noises, the bizarre humor, the random flashes of inspiration, it all just reads as off or just different. I think this show made me feel seen as a kid. And I really believe that it's probably the most influential piece of media on just the way I make things. Even without that lens, though, I think the Upside Down Show stands as a very special piece of art. It's an utter celebration of all things weird, all things fun, all things creative. And we actually see that in this episode. I don't know if you've noticed, but none of these pieces that they find in the art museum look anything like Shane's. Does that make his piece worse? Not at all. Finally, like poetry in motion, Shane finds the perfect spot to put his masterpiece, on the museum's fridge. Shane's doodle, birthed from fun, inspiration, and spontaneity. It's still art. It belongs under the same roof as the normal art. Shane's art is still a masterpiece. It's just different. What an ending. Shane and David return home.
We did it! Are you having another inspiration?
Correct. You win the lemon. You know what my idea is?
The boys hand the viewer a paint set, complete with sky blue, ruby red, Lithuanian lime, Transylvanian turquoise, and Burmese kumquat lavender.
Oh, no.
Make that Lebanese kumquat lavender, actually. For our final pattern, the boys end up giving the viewer some kind of souvenir, really encouraging kids to explore the world and get creative. I remember multiple occasions being a youngin'. When an episode would end, I would try to recreate it in real life in some way. It was great. And just before the episode can end, somebody special appears.
Now, you can mix them together to create any color you want.
You can make your very own masterpiece.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's Puppet! Oh my gosh! Okay, 10 out of 10 episode!
Hey, you haven't seen the Burmese kumquat lavender by any chance, have you?
Sure, I've been dyeing my hair. Oops, I think someone's pressed the pause button.
The Upside Down Show is an achievement in children's programming. It excels in every aspect. Shane and David don't teach kids as much as they learn along with them. Besides what is directly taught in the show, on a far more subtle level, the Upside Down Show is introducing kids to bizarre comedy, which encourages them to think outside the box. It's this mix of surrealism, physical comedy, non sequiturs, and so much more that fosters a creative, adventurous, and innovative mind. And I really think creativity is the main message of the Upside Down Show. Be creative, try new things, open doors, see where they lead. And I don't think there's a better episode to explain that concept than Art Museum. I've only covered the one episode, but believe me, the Upside Down Show has so much more to offer. One of the main reasons I picked this episode is because I honestly think it just gets better from here. More interesting sets, ideas, and situations. There are 13 total episodes of the Upside Down Show, and they've all been uploaded to the official Umbilical Brothers YouTube channel. You aren't gonna find a better deal than that. The Upside Down Show is intended for kids, but I hope I've made it clear that this is genuinely one of my favorite TV shows of all time, for what it meant to me as a child, and what it means to me now. I'd like to thank the Umbilical Brothers for making this show, and I'd like to extend an extra warm thank you to the Upside Down Show Wiki. This thing has a lot of great information, it's fan-run, and it's super in-depth. They were a great help in making this episode. It was actually this place that I discovered that there was supposed to be an Upside Down movie. Yeah, It was fully written but cancelled due to a lack of funding. The most recent update comes from a Facebook comment in which David Collins expressed that he'd be open to reviving the film with Kickstarter, but there hasn't been anything since. I'm not super hopeful for this thing actually happening. I mean, I'd love to see it. I think a lot of people would love to see it, but it's just been a while. The Umbilical Brothers aren't just the Upside Down Show. They are a fully fledged act. Their legacy precedes them. The Upside Down Show is just one part of that, but this one small part of their career has had such a profound impact on me, and I think that's beautiful. To Shane and David, I just want to say thank you. Keep on doing what you do. And for everybody else, please do yourself a favor and watch The Upside Down Show. Wow, what a series! It may have electrocuted me, but hey, that just shows how good it is that I can look past that. There really is nothing like The Upside Down Show.
Hey Dave, are you alright? There was an earthquake or something earlier and it completely ruined my painting for the show. Why are you looking at me like that? Hello, that's my friend Dave over there. Let's go see what he's doing. Hey, David.
Ah! Oh, hey Sean. Hey you. What's up?
We were just wondering what you're doing over here.
Oh, me? Well, I'm just jamming out over here with my trusty wireless earbud.
Whoa! Can I give it a try?
Yeah. This is all fine and good for you, but now I can't hear the music whatsoever.
That is a tricky one.
Ooh, I know. The remote. It does heaps of cool things. For example, the fast forward button.
Dave, I really don't think that we should be messing around with that thing. Wait, did you just hit fast forward?
The slow motion button.
Don't tell me slow. Don't tell me.
And of course, the French philosopher button.
This is not a pipe.
Ugh, pretentious. Better press the back to normal button. Would you like to give it a try? Here. How about try pressing the duplicate button on your remote?
What do you mean by duplicate?
Oh, duplicate means to make one thing into two.
Oh, well, that sounds great. Try pressing the duplicate button
on your remote
to make an exact copy of this earbud.
Yeah, that's right.
I think they pressed the humongous button! What? Oh, humongous means really, really big! No! I mean, I can't hear you! It's too loud! Oh! Can you please press the volume down button on your remote?
Thank you! Maybe we should take a break from music.
Couldn't agree more. Would you please press the play button
on your remote?
Yeah.
Whoa! That's the upside down.
Down button!
Right side up! Right side up! He's coming back. There you are. I was getting worried about you. Do you think you're going to be okay?
Dunno.
Should I call a doctor?
No, I don't think that's necessary. Honestly, having you two by my side is a really nice feeling.
Oh, that's nice.
At least I'll know that even when the world turns upside down, I'll have you guys.
Said I've been praying on you. You've brooded all alone. I've been